Guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today we're going to be talking about Big Little Lies Season 2, Episode 5.
Alright, so this episode we are seeing kind of the fallout of Mary Louise's decision to try and take Celeste's children. We're seeing more of how Bonnie is getting her past revealed to us, even more about Madeleine and Ed's relationship. Just a lot of interconnecting stories going on. So in this episode, you're definitely seeing how Celeste is just furious with what's going on between her and Mary Louise. You're getting to see a little bit more of her, aggressive motherly instincts. I feel like we haven't seen that a lot this season. She's been, really distraught and moping around about what happened with Perry, and now we're seeing her kind of go into mother bear mode, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, I definitely like this side of Celeste. This is like the Celeste we saw last season, where she was very
She's like a fighter.
Yeah.
I like that aspect. She's trying to fight back now.
Again, Mary Louise had some pretty great scenes in this. Meryl Streep's is amazing in this role.
Yeah.
There was a scene with Madeleine and the scene with Renata. Renata thought she could talk to Mary Louise, and that just didn't end up well.
Yeah, and that's really crazy when you think about it, because Renata's a character that seems like she can never be put in her place. She'll go toe-to-toe with anybody. She's always smarter, wittier. She just knows what to do, and Mary Louise just boxes her in a corner and just, it's crazy. This character in the series, just her going toe-to-toe against all these women that are so powerful. It's really captivating.
Yeah, those scenes just stand out to me. I also see the side to Bonnie where you're seeing these past little flashbacks of her when she was younger with her mother, and you're starting to see that her mom was pretty abusive towards her, and there's this weird tension between her and her father.
Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting dynamic, because this whole series, you're seeing it kind of build to what is her mother seeing, what are these flashbacks, what are these events, and seeing that Bonnie had this troubled past, this almost violent past to her, and how she becomes such a calm, pacifist person, and then seeing her father, that whole family dynamic inside of this show was a nice addition.
There was also a pretty fun scene. I always love when Ed and Nathan are on the same scene together, because their interaction with one another is just great.
Yeah, it adds such a light moment to the show that gets so heavy, and they always throw in a quick little 15-20 second little spat between those two. And it lightens it up a little bit, surprisingly.
It does. You also see Madeleine and Ed, they're still, trying to work on a relationship. I feel like more Madeleine than Ed. I can see that Ed's still struggling with the fact that his wife cheated on him and held all these secrets from him. He doesn't know where he quite stands in their relationship.
Yeah, I think that Ed, this season, for me, has become one of the most interesting characters. In this episode, when he stops and he asks her, what am I supposed to do? Either I walk away with my dignity, or I stay with you knowing that I can never trust you even though I love you. Mm-hmm. And that's a really interesting concept. I feel like we've had infidelity and everything throughout the show, but Ed's been the most human character in all of it.
Yeah, and I like the interaction he had with his daughter. There was just a brief moment where she just came over and hugged him.
And it's one of those things where you think, oh, it's a TV show, this character, cheated on, he's going to leave. But then you kind of see the stakes of leaving, and leaving that he really, truly loves these children, and he does love Madeleine, so it's really heart-tugging to see this character going through this. You're seeing more in this episode how Jane is struggling to go forward with her relationship. She's still dealing with the scars of what Perry did to her. And then I thought it was interesting seeing that Ziggy and Celeste twins are, teaming up together. They're really taking on the role of being brothers and standing up for each other. And while, they go about the wrong way, fighting this kid, you're seeing a little family grow. I thought that was interesting in the past couple episodes, seeing this growth of something positive out of something so negative.
At the end of this episode, it's very interesting how they filmed it. There's all these in and out shots, and it goes to each character and what's happening. So you've Ed at the bar, and you see the lady who was married to the husband that Madeleine slept with last season come up to him, and she's revealing a lot. And then you have just every other character struggling. Madeleine's on the beach drinking wine. She's having her flashback. Their past lusting relationship.
Yeah, I think that's one thing the show has done really well this season, is you're having all these little pieces and parts of these individual stories of these characters, and I feel like it's all going to come together. This feels like one of those shows where we are building towards all the pieces coming together in the perfect storm, and I can't wait to see how that plays out.
Yeah, especially when you see Bonnie and she's walking in the police station, and you see Jane's boyfriend come out of the police station. You're like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it just has, it's like I said about many shows before, it has that hook, and you just want to know what's happening. And it's so hard going off of we watch Stranger Things, being able to watch these shows back to back to back, having to wait a week. You forgot how hard that is.
It's really hard.
So those are our thoughts on episode 5 of Big Little Lies this season. Remember to comment down below how you feel about the season. What are your theories? What do you think is going to happen? I think there's a lot of directions this show could go.
We have one more episode, and I'm excited to see how it turns out.
All right, guys, remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.
Hey, guys, welcome back to Critical Flick. Today we're going to be
talking.
Because she's just flabbergasted that basically...
Don't ever use the word flabbergasted in a review. What? She's just freaking flabbergasted. She is just taken back.
Hey, I couldn't finish that with my good
I couldn't. Don't say flabbergasted.
Why? It's a good word.
No one's ever said that since 1905.
Yeah, you definitely see the anger that Celeste has towards
I can't do this. I can't film this with you.